The Chamber of Commerce is usually the go-to place for business support. Meet Kate, a local shop owner. Here's her story.
I started in Philadelphia about 8 years ago. I kind of retired and went into more of the corporate world and really decided that fashion was what I loved. So I got back to the roots, saved a lot of money, and put it towards a beautiful store here in Bethlehem, which is, an amazing experience. We are a smaller business. We're on the main street in one of the Lehigh Valley chambers. So we've been a part of the Small Business Council since the beginning. And we see a major benefit from it because there are so many small businesses. This isn't a Lehigh Valley full of larger conglomerated companies, especially in the retail sector. So you do find that by being a part of the chamber and the Small Business Council, that you're able to connect and gain those relationships with other people and really make it successful. We started off as an all-women's boutique. We then kind of started to transform our products as people asked for different things. So, we started off as mainly clothing and bags. Then we got into shoes. Now we have menswear because we've had so many male clients come in and ask, well, why don't you have this for me? So now we've expanded into menswear this year, and it's just a really neat experience to see your business change from year 1 to year 3. And we're constantly growing, and I hope that we can kind of keep morphing into this amazing small business here on Main Street. After working in Philadelphia and then coming back up to the Bethlehem Lehigh Valley area, I had talked to a lot of people about what do you want? Is there, from a clothing perspective? Talked to a lot of ladies. I knew that a lot of people were going to Philadelphia for their clothing. So we decided to bring in a lot of the labels that you would normally find down in King of Prussia and Soho. I also just wanted to be a part of the community, and I think that's really important, especially if you are a small business owner, because it's like having a family, and every store on the corner is like a piece of that puzzle. I met with the Small Business Administration over at Lehigh, and they helped hook me with the economic development of people from Bethlehem to kind of get an idea of, well, how do I make this as successful as possible? What kind of help can I get from the city? What kind of help can I get from a bank? What kind of help can I get from my family and friends? Making sure that I was trying to be as conservative as possible, but also taking a step towards owning my own business. My hopes and dreams for Sophisticate would probably be to maybe have more than one store one day. One is definitely enough, 2 would be great, but just to keep serving the community in a positive way and giving back.
I remember when Kate first opened her shop in town called Sophisticate, and it's been so great to watch her journey as a business owner and as a female in business and just see how it's grown. She has wonderful stuff. I've worn a lot of her clothes to events, and it's just exciting to watch her business grow.
It really is a success story, really, Ashley.
A true success story.
Yeah, really incredible. And recently, our own Tony Iannelli had a chance to sit down with J Matthew Zator, the president of the Small Business Council, to find out what the council offers. Take a look.
Hello, everyone. It's Chamber Matters, The Peak. Great show, and we're here in the beautiful, beautiful Allentown Art Museum. He's tall, he's handsome, and he's very bright. J Matthew Zator, the chair of the Small Business Council. Why chair of the Small Business Council?
Really, to be president for the Small Business Council, it's something that I've been interested in for many years. I've been involved with the chamber and the SBC for close to a decade now, and really it's an organization I believe in. It's a fantastic organization that has great people, and really for me it's all about the people and the interactions and making it fun.
All right, so the question would be, J Matthew, small business, how's it faring in the Lehigh Valley? How's it faring nationally from your perspective, and what are you guys up to?
Well, great questions, and really, from my perspective, I think it's on the upswing. I know a lot of people talk about the macroeconomic forces and what's happening, but to me, the more I talk to people, the more I'm getting really enthusiastic about it, and it looks fantastic. I think we're really getting where we need to be, and I mean, it's cliche, but really, small business is the backbone of this nation and the backbone of the Lehigh Valley, really.
What's new about this SBC?
Great. Well, I think there's a lot. And one, I mean, you mentioned the influx of youth. I mean, across the chamber, in the Small Business Council, in the new Young Professionals Council, the new LGBT Council, a lot of growth, and I think that's a
And
huge
as a young
thing.
business leader, you like that new diversity?
Absolutely. I think it's fantastic. I think it's really the way forward, I think, and it's important for business as a whole. It's important for the Valley.
What can you do for business leaders that might want to bring them into the fold?
Well, really, the best way to start getting involved is just to come to the events. The events we hold, there are plenty of them. As I mentioned before, the chamber holds 800 a year last year, and we have ones that are monthly. We have small events, large events, a lot of networking ones, and really getting involved is as simple as starting to come, and eventually, if you're interested, you become more and more involved with it. It's really about the exchange of ideas. It's about networking or even net weaving, as some people say, and building those relationships that really help the business.
This world is changing in Lehigh Valley. The chamber becomes the 9th largest in the entire United States, the revitalization of our cities. Are you happy? I'm sure you're happy to be part of that.
Oh yes, very much so. It's very exciting, and it's great to see the directions it's gone so far and where it's going, and new initiatives that come out all the time from the chamber, from the different councils, and of course the foundation is a huge part of that and what they're doing and being on every main street, and it's really can't say enough good things about it.
Why would anyone want to get involved? Why should they get involved?
Well, I think the biggest thing that comes to mind right away is have some fun. I mean, it's a great time with people, and really you build your business as you're doing it, and it's the ability to meet with people, like-minded people of diverse natures, and really figure things out in businesses. You exchange ideas and best practices. You get involved with the community, and a big part of it too that comes to mind is the giving back to the community, not just in terms of the volunteering with the chamber, but also things like the snowball and the different beneficiaries we have for that.
So don't underestimate the support and friendship. So there's a professional side, but I think you build a lot of friends and really feed off each other in terms of ideas.
Absolutely, you build wonderful relationships. There are some people I've been working with now for close to a decade that have been involved with the SBC, and consider them friends. They're not just colleagues or professional people They're really just friends.
You're pals.
And it's great. Yeah, and you want to do business with people you trust too.
Yeah,
so
very
that's
good
important.
point. Let me say I'm glad you came back. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
For more information on the Small Business Council or any of our topics, go to thepeaktv.com. Coming up next, we'll tell you about a busy local doctor who stays centered in a fast car on a local racetrack. More after the break.
The Peak is a production of ASR Media.